What's up, YouTube family? I'm Lou here again with another Godlike Collectibles video. Down here in my basement. Figure I'd make a video, and cause I was watching a video the other day while I was working down here. I was listening to like a little podcast video that Victor, the rookie card specialist, had did, and he was talking about the PSA registry, and I like the registry, but I also know that it could be dangerous, being addicted to the registry, because it gets to a point where you feel that every card that you get has to be graded, has to be in a PSA slab, and it could be an addiction too. Some would say it's a great addiction, a good addiction to have, and others will be like, nah, it's not that great. You know what I mean? Because it's dangerous in the amount of money that you can end up spending. But I think that if everybody that decides to collect does it in a responsible way, it can be very fun. I have a couple sets that I have started, like my Big Power set, which I'm almost complete. And I think I need the 63 Fleer is the last card I need, which I think I do have one, but it's just beat up. So I wanted to get a nicer copy. But and I did complete my Juan Gonzalez rookie set. So that one is completed. But Victor, and he had a guest by the name of Logan Ward, and they brought it from another perspective, from a positive perspective of how it's fun, how you're getting to meet people. And this gentleman apparently has about 135 sets completed in the registry, but he collects NASCAR, so he has a different lane of cars that he collects. But I thought it was cool hearing the other aspect, because we always hear that it's a scam, that it's this, that it's that. But in reality, it's not a scam. It's something that they created to make the hobby fun. And a lot of people still go by the checklist from PSA registry, right? Like people who are collecting Hall of Famers and rookie cards of Hall of Famers, they go by the registry and they collect in that manner. So, but I decided to do a different approach with the registry, right? There are certain, like I said, cards that I've been collecting for the registry, but at the same time, there's checklists that are crazy long, like could be 1,000 cards or 700 cards. And if I'm not mistaken, I think even Mike from Junk Wax Hero had mentioned that he was doing like a Carl Yastrzemski super set or something like that, where he was just buying the cards raw and he was putting them in his binder. So I figured I'd take a similar approach. So what I did was I copy and pasted a set registry checklist from Roberto Alomar super set. And I think there's like 705 cards in that set, which is a big set. But being that Roberto Alomar is one of my favorite players that I collect, I ended up copy and pasting it and downloading it into a spreadsheet. So I have this spreadsheet here, and I highlighted the cards that I have, you know what I mean? And the yellow I put as cards that were ungraded, raw, and the green would be cards that I have in a slab. Now, I have Roberto Alomars in different kind of slabs. I got PSA slabs, I got SGC slabs, and then I have my own slabs that I put. So, I decided to come at it from a different approach, collect-wise, where I can still have fun with it, right? I don't have to buy 700 graded cards, and that's going to break the bank. But I can actually try to get a lot of these cards that are raw and get them for $1, $2 a piece. And it would allow me to still own the card and still have fun collecting while I check them off on my list. So to me, that would be a way to still participate, so to speak, in a set registry kind of way, without the competition aspect of it, right? Because there is a competition aspect where you're ranked number 1, number 2, whatever you are in the rankings as you continue to collect. But I look at it as it's an opportunity to still feel like you're part of the community of collecting what's in the set registry without having to break the bank in order to do so, and you can still have fun collecting, right? Because the whole point of this hobby is to have the card, to collect the card. It doesn't matter if it's in a slab or not. Now, for those that have the money to buy the slab cards and that want to collect in that way, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's different ways of collecting, right? You have people that only want to collect SGC slabs. You got people that only want to collect PSA slabs. You got people that don't collect slabs at all. They just collect raw cards, which is also great. So, you know, no matter how you decide to do it, it's still fun. You know what I mean? And we shouldn't judge others for collecting the way they want to collect and saying, oh, you're being scammed into doing this and being scammed into doing that. You know, the danger of it is when people are falling into debt or allowing themselves to get so crazy about it that they're busy spending money they don't have on graded cards. You know what I mean? When they can buy them raw for a fraction of the cost and still be able to say, I own that card. And I think that's what it boils down to. So I'm going to share some cards. You know, I have my Roberto Alomar box here. You know what I mean? And I got a bunch of Roberto Alomar cards. So I started logging them into my, as far as like checking them off and highlighting the ones that I had. So I'm not going in any particular order in any year or anything like this. I just want to show what I got. I'll start off with a couple of the graded cards I got. I got this 95 score, and this is the Gold Rush. And this is a really nice card. Now, Robby Alomar, for those that don't know, is one of my favorite players. My two favorite players all time, Don Mattingly and Roberto Alomar. I love Roberto Alomar because I used to play second base growing up. Here's a nice 94 Upper Deck Electric Diamond. And, you know, when I was growing up as a kid, I looked up to Alomar as a second baseman. You know what I mean? Here's the 91 Topps Desert Shield. And I loved the way he played. I thought he, to this day, I think he's top 3 second basemen of all time. He is the all-time leader in Gold Gloves for second baseman. You know, he had over 400 stolen bases, 300 career batting average. He was just a phenomenal player. Here's the Leaf. And that's why I just love the way he played. Here's the Topps Traded. Now the Tiffany's worth a little bit more, you know what I mean, especially in a 10. And here's the 88 Donruss, which is similar to the Leaf. Pretty much identical. It's just the name here. But I started doing this and I was like, man, I'm having a blast just going through these cards because I haven't looked at a lot of them in a while. So this gave me a reason to open this box back up and actually go through the cards. And sometimes, you know, you forget certain things you got. Look how cool this is. Put it in the light so you can see it. You know what I mean? This is like a see-through film. There's the slideshow from Leaf. I love this card. This card is really nice. But, you know, it's about having fun collecting, and I'm enjoying it. It was a blast going through, you know, all these again. Here's a Prism 2000. This really nice shiny card. Here's the back. But Robby Alomar was the man. You know what I mean? He played for several teams. Here's the Hall of or Nothing, Robby. Really beautiful card. And I just enjoy like looking at them, and you know, it's kind of cool. You know, here's the Bat Patrol. I actually got 2 of these. I know I saw another one in there somewhere. But you know, like what I'm looking to do is just get the set registry checklist, put it in my what you call it, in my spreadsheet software, and just, you know, go down the checklist and just check them off as I got them. You know what I mean? And still have a blast. It don't matter if it's graded or not. You know, here's a Topps Chrome. This, what year is this? 99, I believe. It's a nice one too. He was with the Indians. And I think everyone can do this. You know what I mean? Here's the red hot. I want to get the white hot. Now, funny enough, some of these cards are not in the set registry of the super set, which I was surprised. I was like, man, I got all these cards. I'm gonna log them in, and as I'm looking for the card, a lot of them are not in there. Here, this is a gorgeous one, Pinnacle 96 Starburst. Look at that. That's fire, man. What a great card. But here's a little throwback. 92 Stadium Club, turning 2. My man Robby. You know, a lot of people don't like Alomar because of what happened with the whole umpire incident, and I agree. You know what I mean? But I'm not judging him off his character. I'm judging him off of his skill set as a ball player, and he's one of the best second basemen that ever played. So, you know, I got to give him credit when it comes to that. The McDonald's. Oh, here's the Fleer 92, the Performer collection. I think this is 7-Eleven or something. Yeah. These are the 7-Eleven packs. And Sit Go. You see it down here. There was 24 cards in that set. This is the last one of that set. But what great cards, man. I feel like I'm going through memory lane, too. 91 Leaf. Look how cool those look. 90 Leaf, 91 Leaf. Those are all great cards. Here's the Topps Traded Roberto Alomar from 91. That's a nice one. The back, you know, got that Tiffany look. I remember this set. This was a cool set to collect back in the day when I was a kid. Back in 91, I was probably like 12, 13 years old. So these are the Dream Team. We used to love collecting these, me and my buddies. The Ken Griffey one is awesome on this set. But got that one. Oh, snap. Everybody's favorite, Fleer 91. Oh, man. I don't even care, man. I'm still happy I have it. You know what I mean? It's part of the childhood, man. Part of the nostalgia. This was a great set. The 89 Upper Deck. And it's a great card, too. Great looking card when he was with the Padres. Look at the back. How cool is that? But, man, I have fun collecting these, man. Here's I think this is a 2015, yeah. Topps. But look at this. There's another see-through card. You know what I mean? You can see my hand. This is another one. This is fire, man. I get a kick out of all these cards. They look so good. Here's a Fleer Metal 97. The Metal Universe 97. Look at this one. I think I bought this twice too. I think I forgot I had it and I ended up buying it again. But I don't know. What do you guys think? You know what I mean? Like, as far as the registry is concerned. Because when I was listening to that video with Victor and his friend Logan Ward, you know, here's another see-through. I think this one's numbered. Isn't? Yeah, it's numbered to 250. Number to 250 is up here somewhere. There it goes. So this is a nice one with the Orioles. And, you know, I understood the passion behind the people that are into the registry. And just like I understand the passion of the people that say they don't like to to have any cards raw, right? Like Jake Legends Never Die. He collects raw cards. Drew Vintage Legacy. He has raw cards, and there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? It's that's what makes the hobby great. That no two collectors are alike. You know what I mean? Everybody collects in a different way. Some might have, like I said, only all SGC or all PSA. And then you got other people that just want to have, the ungraded cards. And then you got people that only collect tops. You know what I mean? Or people that only collect, you know, numbered cards or autograph cards or only Hall of Famers. Everybody has a niche. And this is a nice Bowman Chrome. Everybody has a niche of how they collect. And you know what? I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody's way of collecting because it's all part of the hobby. It's what makes the hobby fun. It's what makes it different. You know what I mean? Where it makes it enjoyable. You know what I mean? Here's a 96 Topps. I want to get the Topps Chrome Refractor. That one's nice. It's the 96. I think a buddy of mine, my buddy that goes to shows with me in the area, he has one. I might have to talk to him, see if he could trade it to me or something. Here's another Bat Patrol. This is the duplicate. Then we got this one here. This is a nice one. The Leaf. Is this Leaf? I guess it's Leaf. I don't know. I can't even see. My eyes are bad. It looks like Leaf Limited or something like that. I think I have a Griffey like this too. These are nice. But, just enjoy it and do what you love to do. If you love collecting vintage, collect vintage. If you love collecting modern cards, then collect modern cards. If you love PSA set registry, then hey, do it. You know what I mean? You do what you love. Just do it responsibly, where it's not affecting your family and you, because you got people that collect cards that doesn't even have to be into the registry, that are like ODing, buying boxes and buying stuff and going broke. And, we got to be responsible. We got to make sure we take care of the bills first, take care of our family first, and then we have a little fun. You know what I'm saying? And, because there's too many horror stories. People getting divorced, people breaking up their families over a hobby. You know what I mean? And you can't do that. You got to have fun with the hobby. There's supposed to be a stress-relieving activity, a stress-relieving journey, not getting stressed out about it because of it. This is a nice one. The Stadium Club Members' Choice is the 93. Robby, when he was with the Blue Jays, woo, my man was so clutch. So clutch. Here's the studio. But so many great cards, man. Oh, who remembers these? The Donruss 92. They probably printed a ton of these. Here's the All-Star and then the regular one. Very cool. But yeah, man, I'm just enjoying going through these. And I figured, you know what? I've never done a Robby showcase. I might as well do it. Show some of my Roberto Alomar cards and show what I got. And I'm pretty sure I got more in boxes that I haven't even found. Here's a Francisco Lindor and Roberto Alomar. Lindor is one of my favorite players right now. Young Puerto Rican cat that's great defensively, can hit. He just happened to be on the wrong team. He's on the Mets. But it's all good. Here's the classic Robby Alomar. Here's a post. This is the 94 collection, Roberto Alomar. It's a nice looking card. I like this one. But I've just been having a blast just going through these, man. Look at this one. It's a nice shiny card. Shiny! Shout out to my man Pepino. Then this one is numbered to 259. I think these are Topps tributes or something like that. This is a nice one. I would like to put this one in a Mag Pro, but I gotta get a thicker one because it's a thick card. Here's another Topps Top Stars All-Star Authority, I think this says. That's a nice one too. Look, here in 2000, he was up to 10 All-Star appearances in 12 seasons. Crazy. Dude was an absolute beast. Here's a nice retro 2019 with the 84 retro look. This is the green number to 99. Green refractor or something, I guess you call it. I don't know. It just looked cool, so I bought it. And I think I got it for like $2 or something. Here's a nice one. Roberto Alomar and Jose Ramirez with the Cleveland, past and present. Look at that. It's nice. I'm almost done, guys. I know this video is a little longer than normal. This is a Playoff Prestige 2004. This is when he was with the Chicago White Sox here. So this was a nice one. Here's Fleer Platinum Portraits when he was with the Mets. But just wanted to show these off, you know. Here's the opening day 2000 Topps. Robby Alomar. Here he is sliding into the bag. And Topps Finest Masters. Still has the film on it. This is not a refractor. This is just the regular uncommon or something like that. But still nice. I might rip that sucker off because I usually do. I don't like having those lines on it. It drives me nuts. Fleer Mystique. He's a nice one too. He's got a lot of great cards. You know what I mean? Here's the Fleer Showcase. Grace, it's called. This one has that little shine look to it too. Here's another medallion. I already showed that one. That's a double. Here's a Pacific Crown Royal or Crown Royale. It's a nice one. Here's another one of these. It's a double. This one's cool. Got the Puerto Rican flag on it. There's the Latin America upper deck. The foreign focus, Puerto Rico. Here's the back. Yeah, this one's cool. The Hands of Gold, the gold gloves. Very cool card, die cut. Here's another metal universe from '96. And then the 2004, I think this was his last card, if I'm not mistaken. Because if you look at his numbers, these kind of look like his completed stats of how he finished off his career, I think. But it's the 2004 when he was with the Arizona Diamondbacks. So I was bidding on a black refractor of this card and I lost. I was pissed. I was trying to get it and I lost. And then last but not least, this one was given to me by my buddy Brad as a gift for Christmas, which I love this card. It's an autograph of Robby and it's numbered to 30. Look at that. That's a nice one, man. Shout out to my man Brad. So, beautiful auto. 180 point case. But yeah, so that's what I got. You know what I mean? Just wanted to share that with you. Wanted to share about the PSA set registry video that Victor made. You could check him out, the rookie card specialist, and just check out his channel and you can see that video. It was actually a really good conversation. It was about an hour long, but it's something that you can listen to while you're doing something, while you're driving. But I really enjoyed looking at the different perspective that they kind of showed as collectors. You know, because we always hear the narrative that, you know, it's a scam, that it's this, that is that. Look, at the end of the day, it's grading. People are grading it. People are gonna make mistakes. Sometimes you ain't gonna get the score that you want on your card, the grade. But you know, it's about obtaining the card. You know, like when it comes to vintage, I don't care what grade I get as long as it's a nice looking copy that I can enjoy. Like I got a bunch of cards up here, man, and like for example, my Cepeda rookie card is a 2.5, but man, it looks so good. It looks phenomenal. So like I could care less that it's a 2.5. That don't bother me. The grade on it does not bother me. The fact that I own the card is special enough. To me, that's what it's about. It's like having these cards and being able to grab them, look at them. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? But if you enjoy doing the registry, man, God bless you, man. Have fun, have at it. You know what I mean? You like competing in that thing? Yo, knock yourselves out. And for those that can't afford to buy graded cards all the time, then maybe doing what I did can be an alternative. You know what I mean? Taking the checklist and put it on a spreadsheet and collect as you go. You know what I mean? Every time you see it raw, check it off. It don't matter if it's graded or not, as long as you got the card. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. Owning that piece of history. You know what I mean? So, you know, I appreciate you guys spending some time with me. So, Roberto Alomar cards, Hall of Fame second baseman. You know what I mean? One of the best to ever do it. So I hope you enjoyed the cards. Take care. I'm going to have to start putting all this away now. And then this weekend, I think I'm going to start hitting this basement up again. Hopefully I'll get closer to the goal of actually moving down here. For the most part, everything is all painted. I need 2 more pieces of tile for a corner that I got there. I ran out. But I'm going to buy another box because I'm going to redo my bedroom anyway. So the tiles won't go to waste. But yeah, man, that's what it's about. Take care. God bless. Be safe. Peace.